Welcome. This is Pastor Drew Bratchard from Riverside Christian Assembly. Just got a brief word for you, brother, from Proverbs chapter 27, verse 7. Check it out. When I was 13 years old, I had the opportunity to go on a mission trip to Mexico City. We went to the poorest area of the poor. We were literally in the garbage dumps. I was just about 13 years old, and I was there with my dad and some other people from the church, and I couldn't help but notice how poor these people lived. How dirty the place was, how stinky the place was. There was mutts and dogs running all over the place. Those dogs with like 19 nipples and little puppies running all over the place. There was filth and feces just all over the place. It was a wreck. People made these little shanties literally out of garbage. Now, we had just come from lunch, and my stomach was turning due to the smells and the humidity. And then I saw something that made me almost want to throw up. There was a pile of dung. And I saw this little kid walking up, and he kind of moved some papers, moved some garbage, and then he pulled out this, looked like a half piece of bread, kind of knocked off some of the bugs, and started eating it. Oh, my stomach started to turn. I said, Dad, how can that kid eat that stuff? He said, son, that kid is starving. That kid is so hungry. That's why we're here, not just to give him the gospel, but give him some meals and give him some new clothes and try and help him. I thought, Dad, doesn't that make his stomach turn? Doesn't it make him nauseous? He said, no, son, that's how these people live. He says, they don't get to go to restaurants. They don't have money like you. They don't have a refrigerator covered. They literally eat the garbage. Proverbs chapter 27, verse 7 says, to those that have hungry hearts, to those that have empty souls, those things that are bitter, they consider sweet. But if your heart is full, then you realize what garbage is. And today I'm very concerned about our youth, about the young people, because we eat so much garbage. You listen to the radio. The other day I was listening to one of the radio stations. There's some popular guy, Kanye something or other. And as he was on there, he sounded like a rapist. He's talking about probing people and disrobing people and controlling people. So what is this garbage? I'm glad the pimping thing's finally over, thanks to all this sex slavery, people going against it. But just a year ago or so, everyone was big pimping it up, abusing women, putting down the children. Is that the role models we want people to see? More than that, why are people eating this stuff up? How is this so popular? These people on the TV shows, on reality TV, just promoting fornicating, promoting empty lifestyles and drunkenness and partying and drugs. And yet people just seem to eat it up. You see, to the empty soul, everything bitter is sweet. And friend, I worry about the young people because we only get them in church for an hour, 2 hours. Hopefully they'll come to the youth meetings, or in our church we have free karate program, and then they spend a number of hours with good mentors and people that can build them up. As we ain't building them up, all this filth is just piling up. And if you eat a lot of garbage, you're not going to be hungry for a real meal. And the real meal is the Word of God that can satisfy your soul. Friend, God made vegetation. God made the animals for us to eat. He made the steaks. He made the fruit. He made the vegetables. He made everything for the consumption of mankind. And it's good. Yet He also wants to feed your soul. He wants to feed your soul with the will of God, with the Word of God. Jesus' meat was to do the will of the Father. Do you feel satisfied in life? When a man is sad and he gets drunk and just pisses away all of his wealth, he still has the same problems. Guys that get so nervous and stressed, so they go smoke out and get high. You still have all your problems. When that pile of smoke is gone, when the beer bottles are empty, you're still you. The heart of the problem is that your heart is desperately wicked. Who could know it? That there's a part of you that needs God to fill it. And until God fills it, you're going to keep trying to eat this emptiness, all this garbage. And that's the reason sin is so pleasing, because it tastes good for a minute. But you eat donut after donut after donut, your stomach's going to begin to ache. You eat all that candy before you get to the meal, it's going to hurt you. Jesus said that His flesh is meat, that His blood is drink, that if you would come to Him and enter a covenant relationship, that's covenant talk, that you could be truly satisfied with life. Did I ask you, friend, what is it that you want? Some time ago, we were working at the Fred Jordan Mission, which is in downtown Los Angeles by Skid Row, the poorest of the poor, nothing but people addicted to terrible drugs. All kinds of poverty and crime runs rampant in those streets. But the Fred Jordan Mission is a light. And for Thanksgiving, they brought in some chefs and some cooks. They had a massive giveaway. They had silverware, and all the homeless and all those that wanted help could come eat a nice meal in a decorated cafeteria. They had some primetime chefs chopping it up. TV camera was there. It was a beautiful meal. It's like a 4-course meal with salad and dessert, a little steak. It was wonderful. But on that same day, there was people eating out of the trash cans still. Here, there were seats that were left empty and people digging in the garbage dump. Today, will you come to the Word of God? Maybe put down that remote, stop surfing the web for dirty stuff, and begin to feed your soul the milk of the Word. Feed yourself the meat of the Word of God. Today, I want to encourage you, friend, get plugged in a good church. If you don't have one, come to ours. You got to spend more hours feeding your soul than just feeding your appetites, and you too can be an overcomer.